But one of the things that took place yesterday was apparently this pastor who works with ICE.
He's going to hell. Like he's going to hell.
You will pet me, whether you like it or not.
Let's do what I normally do with guests anyway, and you are, I think, one of the better guests to do this with, which is just going through regular news. Regular news is happening.
Oh my God, this is all I do for a living.
Yeah.
Did for a living.
Yeah, this is all you did for a living. This is, you said, so back in the day, whenever I would have women guests on the broadcast, like way back in the day, I would watch Joe Rogan, and that became like a meme in and of itself. It's like, what the f is this guy doing? He always has like girls over and they watch Joe Rogan. He makes them watch Joe Rogan, except this is the one time where like she professionally did that.
I professionally watched Joe Rogan. It's like a guy being like, all right, let's watch Greg Gutfeld. And I'm like the only one that's like, all right, I guess we do it.
So it's not even a classic bit because this is what Kat did. It's not even torture for her, so it doesn't even have that same impact. But are you familiar with what took place? I mean, I know you're aware of what's going on in Minneapolis right now. Mm-hmm. There's basically this like federal invasion taking place.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the things that I found interesting about it is that I kept repeating over and over again that like eventually when this kind of stuff comes, when this stuff keeps happening over and over again, Americans are going to sour on their attitudes on mass deportations, even if like initially the Democrats were very fearful about this 66% of the public wanting mass deportations as a policy and voting for Trump over it. And that's definitely happening, and it's certainly happening in places like Minnesota and elsewhere. But one of the things that took place yesterday was apparently this pastor who works with ICE.
He's going to hell. Like he's going to hell.
Yeah, was protesting, and Don Lemon was there on the scene. And now the federal government is trying to prosecute Don Lemon and hit him with the FACE Act. For disrupting religious worship, allegedly. So here is Don Lemon reacting to the news on TMZ.
Nicki Minaj and her response.
Oh, and Nicki Minaj called him Don Cocksucker Lemon.
She's class act.
Yeah, she's lost her mind. I mean, she was already crazy, but like she's lost her mind extra hard.
Do you remember when she was talking about, what was it, her cousin's balls?
Yeah, that's when okay.
Yeah, that was like a huge thing on Tucker, and he was like, she's so right. And I was watching him for a living
That's when the Barbs came after me famously.
Yeah, I remember that.
I called her out, I ratioed her, and then the Barbs never let me forgive it, and they all called me a white supremacist for it, and here we are now. What now, Barbs? I guess I wasn't so wrong in my initial assessment. Also here, do you want to order food?
I would love to.
But don't show the camera.
Okay, gotta make
Do
it
you
a
want
secret.
something? Okay, yeah, she wants something too. Yeah, prosecuting a black man with a KKK act on MLK Day. It's fantastic. By the Department of Justice's own civil rights attorney too. DOJ, Stanley Cohen says DOJ, which has refused to open a civil rights investigation of the murder of Miss Renee Good, has opened one into a demonstration that interfered with a church service where the pastor is the local head of ICE. That's my goat, Stanley Cohen, #1 attorney. Attorney, activist, freedom fighter, certified self-loathing Jew, anti-Zionist, prolific. Do you know who this guy is? Do you know who Stanley Cohen is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's a legend. Legendary attorney.
So I was locked in on ordering.
Yeah.
I love Tom.
Jacob Fry publicly.
All right.
All of this and the language that's used. I think it's interesting just because Nicki has been, over the last couple of months, made it clear that she is now publicly supporting, and I think maybe she has all along, but now publicly making known her support for the Trump administration and even the MAGA movement.
Yeah.
The choice of words that she used to go after you, I'm not surprised she went after you.
It's homophobic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you have to black it out. You should show it to people. She called me Don, C sucker lemon is disgusting. Look, this is what I'll say to Nicki Minaj. I normally don't respond to things like this, but, F it. I'm going to do it this time. I think Nicki Minaj has made it very clear how she feels about African Americans in this country. Boy, I don't think she's one of them, obviously. And she should, under Trump's rules, she should be deported because I don't think, reportedly...
He's hitting... He's hitting woke too, which is dark woke. And also he's hitting FBA lines, foundational Black American lines here. Like
this is...
Tariq
every time
Nasheed.
Someone's like, we should deport this person, I'm like, dark woke, but also, buddy, listen to yourself for 2 seconds.
Okay, but to be fair, Elon Musk.
Look, there has to be an exception over rule.
I'm just saying.
Just kidding.
I'm just saying. Like, there is one immigrant in this country that is ruining the nation state directly, and his name is Elon Musk. Okay.
Bro, do you know how bad I wish that he would leak my deposition? It was 7 hours.
Wait, why can't you leak it? No, you can't? Over that?
I can't afford lawyers besides the ones that I already have that are paid for by the campaign. I can't afford a personal lawyer.
Okay.
And also, it's not my place. But he sucks so hard. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I figured he would just because he has zero self-control.
He's my op as well. He despises me as well. He has yet to sue me over anything, luckily, but...
By the way, if you donate at CalvaryIllinois.com, you're helping pay for our lawyers against ICE. So, well, the federal government, where they also misspelled my name 3 times in the indictment. They're sending their best.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like that one lawyer that posted about how much he loves Hitler, and then they took him out of rotation only to bring him back quietly. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. And it's, God, this administration's so good at stuff and things.
I guess, like, you know, their incompetence is... Because look, this ties back to what you're campaigning on as well. But this, like, the only thing we can rely on is their incompetence at this point. Because, like,
Right.
I'm sorry, Democrats are not doing.
Well,
you
like,
know,
where we're at is like really violent accelerationism, but also by the most incompetent, like, lamest losers in the world. And so you just have like the worst things happening, but then they also massively up, and none of the ICE officers wear snow boots, so they keep slipping everywhere. So it's like, I would just personally like to see more Democrats doing what, say, Cori Bush did, where she essentially stopped the end of the eviction moratorium by sleeping on the steps of the Capitol. Like, I don't think I feel like Democrats are allergic to the idea of leverage, and you can just do things. You're allowed to just do things. You can go outside and say things.
Yeah. Especially as a congressperson, you do have a lot of authority. You have a lot of power. You have the media that will come and cover it. Like, you know, if you're a regular citizen and you go out there and you protest, as many do, it's not the same as like having a congressperson there, which is what I urge Congress people all the time to do. I'm like, put your body out there. You have to go. You have to go and either throw rallies in places of impact, but you have to like maximize your impact. I think one of the Democratic politicians that I think is doing a pretty good job with this is Chris Van Hollen.
Yes. Chris Van Hollen has been consistently based throughout his whole life. He still advocates for Shireen Abu Akleh to figure out, what happened behind her murder, has consistently just done what he can to actually do things.
Yeah, I think we need more of that. We need more of congresspersons like actually actively putting up a fight and showing that they're not shy about, putting their bodies on the line as well. And it's a good thing. And the public will reward you for it, too. For all the congresspersons out there that are in office already, or all the people with ambitions of running for office, just remember that, like, this is what the base is demanding, and they will reward you for it as well.
That's exactly it. Like, the first time I went out to Broadview, or the first few times, and I was like, I got thrown on my ass 3 times. The first one was like, not even the one that everyone and their mother saw. But I was like, hey, you should come out here too, to like my opponents and other politicians, because it makes all of us safer, because they're much less likely to shoot us with live ammo if a politician is there, at least at the start of the descent into fascism. And I just want that to be people's first instincts.
Let's see. I'm gonna show the video. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Is this it?
This is Democracy Now!, Democracy.
So this was the 3rd time they threw me. They love to throw me, and they love to put their hands on my chest because they're all weird little freaks.
Was thrown to the ground by ICE agents. People rallied outside the facility to protest the Trump administration's Operation Midway Blitz, which has led to the arrest of nearly 550 people.
So that's the Broadview ICE facility, where they literally keep people without... Like, they have 1 bottle of water a day. They're not allowed bathroom breaks. If they soil themselves, they're beaten. If they don't sign their own self-deportations, they're beaten. I watched as a family tried to bring medication to their father, and then they were pepper sprayed through the gate that ICE unlawfully erected with handcuffs, by the way. They're so incompetent. But when you have more people with power and platform and privilege, it makes everyone safer, and it makes them worry about how... Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
Seeing you there reinforced my resolve to keep protesting at Broadview. There you go. There's also that as well.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. It's disgusting. I mean, it's completely unacceptable. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is that if local governments, state officials, local politicians, no matter what their party affiliation is really at this point, like if they don't actually show up, if they don't actually also participate in these protests, or if they don't use the power that they already have, like Jacob Fry as the mayor of Minneapolis, or Tim Walz as the governor of Minnesota, if they don't actually take advantage of the power that they have to protect their constituents.
I think also part of this is misunderstanding. Like Zoran would like go down steps, and so Democrats were like, "Oh, so the answer is when I take a video, I have to be walking downstairs." Or like when I did my launch video, and I was like, "Democrats need to grow a spine," and there was like this wave of people saying like, or like my opponents were like, "She did it at her desk, so I will do my video for launching at my desk," and that's not why it resonated with people. And I think that when it comes to like, especially with ICE, if you have power, you probably know when, like if ICE is coming into your city, you will probably know where they're going to be. Use that. Use your police force to help warn people and help them know when when masked men are going to come into communities and kidnap people. Like, help them. Don't try to just use it as a photo op. Thank you, someone that said my zipper was halfway down.
I was trying to warn you on the other screen.
I'm transparent. I'm a transparent politician.
I was pointing to the.
I don't believe in lies. I never lie, and it's a really long zipper.
This is, oh my God. Okay. There were chatters that were
My
pointing
campaign manager is like, girl.
There were chatters that were pointing it, and I was like literally highlighting it on the other screen so she sees it without.
I think that we should be more transparent. Sorry.
Okay,
God.
that's a little too. That's too much transparency.
Fine. See, W transparency. Chat agrees.
Yeah. All right. So here's Senator Chris Van Hollen saying this is pure unabashed bigotry. If a politician said this about any other faith, they would rightfully be run out of the party. But this kind of despicable anti-Muslim rhetoric is so normalized that a sitting senator uses it without consequence, a stain on our Congress. And this is Tommy Tuberville saying the enemy is inside the gates, talking about Virginia's first Muslim lieutenant governor, Ghazala Hashmi, was just sworn into office on the Quran in a terrifying sight. Wake up, America. Islam is not interested in assimilating. It's interested in conquering you, including the liberals. Repel Islam. It's so crazy to watch this unfold at a time when like all of the conversations that revolve around like pro-Palestinian advocacy they're always hyper focused on anti-Semitism, even though anti-Semitism is obviously a real bigotry and a very real problem, an increasingly larger problem in America, especially with how the Republicans are operating, opening up their doors to overt anti-Semites and neo-Nazis. It blows my mind that like this consideration is never given to Muslims in general, where it's just like, yeah, no, that's just going to happen. I mean, Andrew Cuomo was more Islamophobic towards Zohran Mamdani, and your boy as well, in the process. I caught a stray there. Than Donald Trump was. It's crazy.
As someone said, am I ready to be asked to disown you during the debates?
Yeah. I mean, don't worry. That'll happen. They'll say you're hanging out with a radical, dangerous radical.
It's okay. I'm already a radical. This is the thing, though. Is like if you are like as a Palestinian person, like I'm gonna pull the card here. Our lives are like intertwined, like Jewish lives and safety and Palestinian lives and safety. Like none of us want our name to be used to commit really horrible crimes. And when it comes to attacking students for protest, going to the campus protest at GW, when I was there, it was literally the most beautiful protest experience I've ever had, as Jewish students literally surrounded Muslim students that were praying. So that way Fox News couldn't get the shot that they wanted. And if you are going to ally with people that spread the Great Replacement theory, which is a white supremacist conspiracy theory that has inspired literally every mass shooting or almost every mass shooting of the 21st century.
Yeah, including the synagogue shooting that took place in Pittsburgh. Yes,
then you are doing so much to hurt both of our communities, and you actually aren't protecting Jewish people. You are attacking free speech.
Yeah, no, it's so ridiculous. But I went to a fundraising event, and it was my first ever. And I was actually shocked because like these were a lot of older people, Democratic Party voters, lifelong Democratic Party voters. And my takeaway from that event was, and many of them were Jewish, Hollywood executives, and it's liberal California, but like a lot of them were on the money. Like this is no longer as partisan as the way that people presented it in the past, or no longer like the third rail that you can't speak out against at all. And many people, regardless of what their previous positions might have been, are coming to that same conclusion that like a lot of these organizations that are tasked with quote unquote combating anti-Semitism actually don't care about anti-Semitism at all. They just care about Israel, defending Israel. And it's frustrating for many people, including obviously plenty of Jewish people in my community, but even people outside of my community as well. They don't care about it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like there is, the ADL has said less things about Nick Fuentes post October 7th than myself. Like the ADL has primarily focused their efforts on someone who has combated anti-Semitism while being an avowed anti-Zionist his whole professional media career. And it's ridiculous to do that. It's so you're giving the game away when you do things like that.
I remember at the DNC we had people like, I grew up as the blonde's obviously a dye job, but like I look like this. This is how racist Texas is. I grew up in Texas and I was like bullied a lot for being Arab, even with looking like the whitest lady in the world. And I heard slurs that I had never heard growing up as an Arab kid in post 9/11 Texas at the DNC. And then I remember this guy kept going and screaming, free the hostages. And we were all like, yeah. And he didn't know what to do about that. Like he had zero idea. It's just this complete divorce from reality to attack free speech and send billions to Israel.
Yeah. Are you familiar with this, Bray, or not?
Yeah.
Oh, because like I know you don't do this as a profession any longer. So you're still keeping an eye on
I still have
on
my
right-wing
colleagues
figures.
send me really cursed all the time. Yeah.
So you saw this?
Yeah.
They don't understand the thing I say on Twitter.
That's Nick Fuentes,
God, he's sick.
Fresh and Fit, Clavicular, Andrew Tate. Yeah, this is one of the most washed things I've ever seen in my entire life. Aaron Regenberg says, if you're Jewish and you're spending a second worrying about the left's criticism of Israel when this is today's far right, which the GOP feels is too important a part of their coalition to alienate, J.D. Vance has literally said that. Well, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's what do you think about how like neo-Nazism is so DEI now? It's pretty crazy.
No, it truly is. It's
It's led by a gay Mexican guy, right? Nick Fuentes. You got Andrew Tate. You got
black.
Like there was the only white guy in that group. They're all white supremacists. They're all neo-Nazis. The only white guy in that group is like experimenting with so many different peptides that like I don't even know if you can consider him a human being at this point, let alone like a white guy.
Well, that's the thing also. It's like when you see Latino ICE agents and it's like you're not going to be safe at the end. I mean, right now it's DEI Nazism, but it's only a matter of time before people are like, you smell way too bad, man, and you also aren't racially pure, that they kick him out. There's no way he smells okay, right? Nick Fuentes?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think about how he smells, but
He's so nasty. I think he's just the most disgusting person.
Has Kat considered who she might endorse for Illinois Senate to replace Dick Durbin, who's retiring? There's politics. You're asking, these are tough questions.
These are tough questions. I was wishing that it would be a little more competitive. I'm mainly focused on my race. I will say that as far as Illinois races that I'm really excited about, the 13th House District, my friend Demi Palachek, who's literally taken pepper and rubber bullets for me, Demi for Illinois, she's awesome. Straight up with the Senate campaign, I am still trying to decide who I'll vote for.
Yeah. Mind Fury, your biggest supporters are a biracial gay sex trafficker, a biracial former gay porn actor, a gay Mexican virgin, a Sudanese Muslim, probably also gay. At least it looks Max is straight and white, but he's also sterile. He is sterile. Did you know that?
Wait, no, I didn't.
Started taking steroids at the age of 14, and he's 19 now, and he's sterile because he took too many steroids. Yeah,
there you
nightmare
There.
blunt rotation. Yeah, at least he won't reproduce.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I mean, little blessings, I guess.
Yeah. All right. But getting back to Don Lemon, our revolutionary Don Lemon, let's take a look.
That she is a legal citizen here. She is undocumented. And so she has shown her disdain for African Americans. So why are you supporting her? Why are you buying her records? She's also supporting, I have lots of gay friends who love Nicki Minaj. Why are you supporting this homophobic, bigoted, ignorant woman? You should not be supporting her. Nicki Minaj, this is clearly out of her depth. She doesn't understand politics. She doesn't understand journalism. And I'm not surprised that she is weighing in on something that is beyond her capacity. What I will say to her is, because she put a doll, I think she put the Chucky doll in there, a better symbol that should have been represented in that picture is a pick-me doll, because Nicki Minaj is a pick-me. She will do anything that is expedient for her politically. And again, she's ignorant. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's always weighing in on things that she doesn't know about. Nicki Minaj should just sit the down. And by the way, isn't she married to an alleged pedophile? And she has the nerve to say something disparaging about and something homophobic. I'm pretty sure that maybe that's part of the reason that she is cozying up to the Trump administration for some sort of leniency for her family members. And it's just very transparent. So Nicki Minaj, F off.
Oh no, that's definitely
stop being a homophobic bigot.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, Donald Trump is like he does not shy away from, you know, releasing criminals all the time as long as you suck up to him. So I think that's precisely what's going on here. All right. We got to do this for old time's sake.
God damn it. Okay. You're gonna make me see.
This is the only place on the planet where we, you know, for fun, watch The Five.
Oh my God, is Greg on this?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Greg Buttfeld.
I could go on literally a 20-minute rant about him.
I hope my queen Jessica Tarkov is on here.
Left-wing protesters in Minnesota crossed a major red line. DOJ and
We have
local
our
officials
faves.
are investigating the storming of a church in St. Paul by left-wing activists who believe that the church's pastor was working with ICE. Former CNN anchor Don Lemon was actually on the scene inside the church as the chaos unfolded.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding?
I think the red line is confrontation.
love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to
I think
them?
they're a lot
As
more before
as
that.
Oh, we were gonna dunk on our first hate comment together. You and your followers are a bunch of hacks that don't do enough research and are very one-sided. The problem with this country, you embrace terrorism. No, we don't. No, that's Asmongold is down the line, chatter. No, we actually oppose terrorism.
I personally am against terrorism. I know that's very brave.
The American government terrorizing the good people of Minneapolis is something that we think is disgusting. It's repugnant, and that's why, you know, we're all protesting against it. So you didn't understand, I think. It was a normal confusion. Me and Asmongold, we look pretty similar to one another. So you probably thought you were on the wrong chat.
Everyone is willing to talk.
Lemon says he was there just to do his job.
I had no affiliation to that organization.
God, I forgot how
I didn't even know they were
fucking
going to this
boring
church.
The Five
Once the
is.
protest
It's just
started
the
in
View,
the
but
church,
for Fox.
How dare you? This is my favorite. This is primetime television for me.
This and 8 p.m. were literally my beats. I watched every episode of The Five.
Well, also, how the does a pastor become like a ICE guy? Like, I don't understand. At no point did you think to yourself, like, this is antithetical. This is heresy. Is that not a thing that pastors are supposed to worry about?
It's actually so crazy because some of the most aggressive protesters in Chicago, in terms of like just being out on the streets, not like aggressive, violent, just constantly like speaking out and trying to like be there for what is good, are clergy. I watched as a pastor in my neighborhood in Rogers Park, Hannah, she was literally getting arrested as she was like, God, please show them the way. Like, they don't know what they're doing. Like, she was being the kindest person ever. And they were like, stop.
That can't feel good.
No.
If you're like an ICE guy and you're like,
No, he literally yelled at her.
Christian.
He was like, stop making me arrest you while you pray. Stop praying. I don't want to arrest you while you're praying. And she didn't stop. I love her. And if you're watching this, shout out. You're the best. Thanks for showing up to my arraignment. You're a real one.
That's crazy. Like, he did have a moment of yo, they are like vampires. I swear to God. You just say the Bible at them and then they perish. They're like, ah.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Rev Black. Shout out to
there was the one
Wolf.
guy who got like hit
Quincy.
too. Yeah,
that's Rev Black. He's awesome. He's been there literally every week I've been there. He's the best. He actually was one of the first people to get arrested for protesting at Broadview. Him and my friend Rachel Cohen, which was the inspiration for me to go out the next week.
Bro,
they're so brave.
When you say a pastor being an ICE agent is the least surprising thing, what do you mean? No, dude, your brain is rotted by like what you see as like the false representation of Christianity, evangelical pastors in general. Like, by and large, religious community leaders would probably shy away from doing that, except for like maybe the televangelists. And at which point, like, the televangelists would only do that because they're like, you know, the televangelists wouldn't also personally join ICE. They would just like support it, right?
I
Like, they're
actually
too
think
rich
this
to
is
do
something that we
anything.
don't talk about enough. Like I grew up in like a secular household, but I actually found a lot of comfort in religion because I went to religious schools. I like don't identify with a specific faith, but more values. But it gave me a lot of comfort and a lot of community. And I think a lot of people have bad experiences because there are so many like corrupt religious organizations, but there are also a lot of ones that are actually doing the work right now and actually trying to support people and are actually using like their privilege and their position to advocate for folks. And I think it's really important to recognize those.
This is your brown side speaking. I don't get it, man. I don't understand. Like, that's crazy. I don't think this is my brown side speaking at all. I think it's insane to see like a person who is like a religious leader straight up is like, yeah, and I'm going to participate in mass deportation of children and regular citizens like my clergy. I'm going to kick them out.
Church and members of the organization. That's it. It's called journalism.
Meanwhile,
Okay, done.
remember the
Done.
Summer of Love in Seattle? Mayor Jacob Fry is selling a Winter of Love in Minneapolis, seeming to justify the unrest in his city.
Wait, this is actually, can you pause real quick? This is something that they love doing. There are like a few lines that Fox News just can't stop, and
Because they're boomers.
because they're boomers.
Yeah,
so like they
Summer
did
of
this
Love.
with BLM. They did this literally every single summer and every single season that I have monitored Fox News. They like relate. It's like putting gate at the end of like a scandal, but they're always just like, it's the summer of love, and it's like, motherfucker, it's fall. What are you talking
And
about?
also,
People are getting
that's
shot in
not
the
a
face.
relevant. No, but also that's not a relevant like cultural thing you can point to for people under the age of 45. I feel like they do that.
You
'cause-
considered being older.
Yeah, no, that's like Summer of Love is like you're bringing up something that happened in 1967. Like which makes sense because ironically enough, many of those boomers that watch Fox News probably participated in that and now are like the most rabid Hitlerites, even though they were initially like hippies.
Can I share one of my hottest takes about that?
All right, let's hear it. I love hot takes.
I am not saying that the performances aren't good. I'm not saying the acting isn't good. I am not saying any of these actors are bad. I don't think Forrest Gump is a good movie. I think that the message of Forrest Gump, because I rewatched it, because like, you're a kid, you watch it with your parents. I think a lot of it is like being able to point to the screen and being like, I was there, which like, cool. Like the special effects are good, all of that. But when you watch Forrest Gump, the message I got at the end.
Are you trying to win your race? What are you doing? Like, that's crazy. That's heresy for anyone over the age of like 50.
Hold on. I'm saying the acting is good. I'm
they're
saying
voters.
it's entertaining.
You know they vote. People over the age of 50 vote a lot. Like they love voting.
What I can say is I love Bridge Over the River Kwai. So I think that's a good movie. I think that's a really good movie. I think that I love 80s action movies. That's pretty much all I watched as a kid. But look, when you get down to it, it's like listen to whatever authority tells you. And if you don't, then you're going to die of AIDS.
What do you think they'll use as an attack ad against you in your collaboration? Me licking the Chicago bean? Do you think they'll do that? Chat, you have the photo or the video potentially. Link it to me in the chat. Have you seen that?
Are you for releasing the man trapped in the bean or keeping him in there?
There's a man trapped in the bean.
There's a man trapped in the bean.
I guess I licked him.
Yeah.
Technically, I licked
Well,
the bean.
You licked his prison.
Yeah.
Are you for prisons?
I was trying to get him out of there.
Are you pro incarceration?
I was trying to get him out of there by licking the bean. Why do you do this to yourself? I'm just giving them attack ads that are funny at least because I know if it's coming, this is a good one.
I'm really excited for my attack ads, which I know that's going to be like a monkey's paw situation.
Yeah,
but
I've seen some of the ones that you had a altercation. Well, not an altercation, but like you had a. I still remember it lives in my mind. One of those guys from Tim Pool, like
that was the first time that we ever talked. Is when a Tim Pool contributor posted my Tinder profile. You licked the prison. You licked the prison. Do you feel ashamed of yourself?
No, I was trying to free him. Look at the faces of the two ladies next to me. They're like, "What the f is this guy doing?"
But yeah, like I posted my Tinder and he super liked me and then tried to act like he was the normal one there. And then I was like, "Hey, you're weird and you're like 50." And
Yeah,
also,
what the f-
I was like 22, 23.
Wait, so your age range was?
No, he had like the Tinder like plus thing that allows
can
you
do
to like
that?
subsume it because I absolutely would not make my age range that.
Wait, they can override.
And also, like,
they can override your age preferences.
Yeah, I had my distance to like 2 miles because I live in a
you're
public
lazy.
transit because I'm lazy. Yeah, exactly. And he was living in like suburban Virginia. So like all of it was overridden.
Was it Phil Labonte? Yeah.
Someone,
that guy. Someone link it. I know there's a chatter in here that knows exactly.
Yeah, also link the the collage I did of all the responses after. And then there was also a weird fan fiction that a guy wrote of me where he imagined that I was dating a guy who was a cross between Idris Elba and Seal. He wrote like a whole very heartfelt fan fiction about it. It was wild.
Was that like, that was a hater or a fan? What the
It
fuck
was like an
that?
incel that actually, like, it ended up being really sweet, but I was like, that's so weird. Don't do that.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
POV, you're a 23-year-old woman who researches right-wing extremism, and a 47-year-old conservative commentator posts your dating profile on Twitter.
Normal stuff, guys.
Hold up, an attractive leftist exists? I assumed all of them look like livestock.
Moo.
You got some nice comments.
Got
I
some
guess.
really nice one. Hooker waking up on a filthy floor of some slum. A lot of stuff about my feet. A lot of stuff about my feet.
Really?
Yeah. They also, Republicans love to post that picture that's on my public Instagram of me bartending and I'm wearing fishnets. And they're like, look at this whore. She wants universal health care. And then we raise like $10,000. Donate at catforillinois.com.
Wait, so do you get hit with like, well, you're Palestinian, so they like they do the, well, I don't get it. Aren't you supposed to be like religious or whatever? You're an Islamist. Like, do they ever do that to you?
Yeah, they're like, your dad would want to honor kill you. And I'm like, I don't know. I just talked to my dad today and we talked about the Red Rising series. So I don't think that's the case.
That's crazy. I haven't even gotten the key to my apartment yet. Tinder's already trying to hook me up with media.
As context, he
Tinder-
posted about me all the time. He would post about me all the
Tinder's trying
time.
to hook me up.
Tinder's trying to hook me up. And then he had like a super like on there. It was just very embarrassing. And then
Oh my God, thanks for the super like, bud. Matt, like how to adjust your Tinder age range, 7 steps with pictures.
yeah, it's rough. It's rough. And there's been even more weird stuff running for office, like with the lady that gave me holy water. That was really fun. We had, what else did we have? We've had so many weird things happen. Someone was like, why
Oh,
did
that's
things-
what they're talking about your feet, because you can see the edge of it.
Oh my God. Who cares?
I'm just, because I was wondering where the feet thing came from. That's probably why. Not that it
Wait, scroll up on
justifies
chat. Who mentioned Red Rising? Keep going up.
it. Red Rising, frat boy's first book tries to write Hunger Games.
See, this is the thing. Pierce Brown straight up was like, I need to get a book contract. It's 2013. I need a book contract to write the most insane space opera of all time. So I'll just write the Hunger Games for the first book. And then the rest of the books are going to be the best thing you've ever read. So just want to, oh, sorry, you're reading Golden Sun. Let me know how you feel at the end.
Phil, do you really think you're qualified to talk about what women want? What is this? 90% of men find the same things attractive. Women are the ones that will decide weird shit, like he was weird at first, but his hands are so hot, so I let him smash. Or I didn't like him when we met, but the way he talked about my cat was so hot, it made me want to bang him. This guy does not. I don't think he's like legally allowed to be around women.
Yeah.
What the?
What
are
was-
these statements? Why is it always the least men in the country who think they're the authority on what makes a woman attractive? I mean, that's literally he's proven the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
He proved the point.
Yeah. Yeah, they often do. Also, a guy who helped write the Heritage Project tried to get me banned from Twitter because I said
That was his intro. I
Yeah.
haven't even gotten the keys to my apartment yet, and Tinder's playing games.
Smirky emoji. They're so embarrassing. They're so embarrassing. Yeah. No
Oh,
Riz.
that's
It's
gross.
so cringe. So cringe.
Right winger triggers himself by super liking a 23-year-old journalist on Twitter. 47-year-old Tim Pool contributor roasted after bragging about finding a 23-year-old Media Matters employee on Tinder. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
He really thought like
He really thought he had a shot.
Yeah, he really thought he was risen you.
Yeah. He
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, wait, hold on right there. You can see more of his posts. I don't know if he's still posting about me because
Well, after this he will, because I'm his other fascination.
Okay, amazing.
So
he's gonna
his two faves have linked up. So this is like this is the greatest collab of all time for him. He's
we
probably,
do have a lot of the same ops, so
Yeah.
they can all freak out about this all day.
yeah,
That'll be
the
fun.
hot Tucker Carlson stalker catfish guy's on the right stuff. She's 5'1". I'm dying inside. I gotta say, I'm glad I saw this chick works for Media Matters, because if by some chance she tried to catfish me, I'd be done for. Oh my God, he's so
so
horny.
down bad. He's so
horny.
bad. He's so horny.
He needs holy water. He needs to be sprayed with holy water.
The worst part is like I'm just so used to it. Like I feel like this is something I should be like.
The hot Tucker Carlson stalker girl is not
Horrified
tweeting
by.
about Tucker Carlson tonight. Sad emoji. Hashtag sad emoji. Brother, don't you have children to take care of or something?
You will pet me whether you like it or not. whether you like it or not.